be with you on another interesting edition of Ehinosen Talk. I want to say shout out to all those that are liking, commenting, and sending us goodwill messages and how you have been getting impacted on Ehinosen Talk. Thank you. Please continually to share it to everyone that you know. You know, we're here to bring you high-level explanations with our seasoned men and women that come here with me to dissect these topical issues that affect us in our day-to-day lives. We talk about marital issues, we talk about Christian courtship, singles and their lifestyle, dating, and all those stuff. Not leaving out our godly parenting ethics. I am highly disturbed at this. Why? As a parent coach, I've basically seen that a lot of things are going on that is not normal. I call it abnormality in our parenting ethics. And I will not stop saying this. As parents, we need to sit up to face our responsibility in terms of our parenting. Even the school is not left out. It's a collaborative thing, as we'll be discussing today. So today I have a great woman. She's highly seasoned, a professional. She's someone that I really look up to in terms of her professionalism. So she'll be dissecting today's topic with me. And she's the person of Mrs. Adenike Okunbor. She's the lead consultant of Treasureville Education of Concepts and a co-educational and management and leadership consulting firm. So, Ma, thank you for joining us on this great platform.
Thank you, Ma, for having me here.
Thank you so very much. I kind of admire you, what you really do, especially on your platform, how you give inspiring messages to co-educators, even to parents, to see how you can contribute your own quota in making sure that we have a very good sensitized society that has the mandate or that is passionate about seeing our educational sector being that top-notch and hitching on international benchmark. So thank you so very much. You are passionate as I am. So thank you, ma'am. So today I want you to dissect this topic for you to really itemize it with us. What can we put in place to make sure that we have a proper learning habits from our children in terms of the school perspective and the parents' perspective? What can you say to the school and to the parents in terms of this? While we're discussing this, you agree with me what we're saying in the society, that a lot of things is really going on in terms of our educational standards, and so many things have been relegated to the background or have been how do I put it now, have been neglected, and we don't prioritize it. We don't give priority to such things as a noble intellectual integrity, basic skills that we need to have and put in place for our children to love learning. You know what we're saying, that everyone, just especially our youth, our teenagers, they want to skip process. They just want to go to the high lifestyle, of pleasure, and our parents are even supporting this cause. So we are really worried as those of us that are stakeholders in this education line. So, ma'am, what is your word for the parents and for the school? Now, what templates do they need to set in place, and by all means, they need to keep to it?
Okay, thank you so much. The first one will be purposeful parenting, right?
Okay.
Responsive parenting.
Okay.
And then also as a responsive educational sector.
Okay.
We need to actually dissect the generation where we are in. Education
it's
is
very
progressive.
Yes,
we are
yes.
in the generation of it's called Alpha generation.
Alpha generation.
It's not Generation Z. It's Generation Y. So it's not Gen Z. So we need to know how the learners learn.
Yes.
To actually work on a curriculum that works with them.
Yes.
Existing curriculum actually does not work with them. Because
Yes.
it's not the way they learn we are teaching.
That we learned during our days.
No,
That's what I also tell parents and school owners. the educational system, the learning tactics, the techniques, everything is evolving alongside with the technology. So that aspect must not be relegated. But what we see around, we find it. I'm so disturbed because I still see that those aspects are still they still use the old rudimentary methodologies to train this young ones, so they will never love learning. So what else do we have to know and put in place?
We just need to understand enlightenment.
Yes, enlightenment.
On bridging the generational gap.
Yes,
we all need to learn as parents and as educators, as school owners, as a government, to know that the characteristics or what characterize a generation, we need to move with that.
Yes.
So that learning can actually take place. They can be wholesome education.
Yes.
Wholesome education.
Means
it's not curriculum or content education.
Looking at it in a holistic manner. Taking into cognizance every angle that we need to use to teach them, and they will love learning, and by so doing we see an escalated outcomes.
That is it now, because we call them digital natives.
Yes.
They are born in a generation that is fast rated.
Yes.
Everything is quick.
Everything is on the fast track.
They pick things on the road,
yes.
whether positive or negative. So if you don't redirect, if the parents are not conversant, if they are not following, or if they are not being responsive, there's going to continue. The gap will keep widening. The same thing, an educator in 20th century and the one in 21st century can't do the same thing. You just have, no matter what your age is, you need to come up, you need to scale up.
Yes.
So that we can learn and teach the way this learner ought to
learn.
Madam Authority says you teach a child the way he or she needs to learn, not the way you want.
Yes.
It's how they learn, their pace and what they need.
Yes,
that is a major thing.
Yes. Parents, educators, are we getting the picture? Are we getting the message here? Not the way we are used to doing it, but the way that they want it, and will come to their level. We have to tilt to their level, but that should not be screwed to say we will not discipline them, we will not put some stringent factors in place that will make them to have good morals. No. But it's just that the methodologies that we need to use need to conform to their standard, that they will love it, they will embrace learning, and they will see the imperative nature of learning, and it needs to internalize into them, and they need to run with it. So this is all what we say as educators and here on Table Talk. So Ma, what else do you have for us as parents? The parents' angle. Can we tilt more on the parents' angle?
On the parents' angle, we just need to get more enlightenment.
Yes.
Everybody needs to learn what is currently the way parenting should go.
You know what I also admonish parents most times when I have the privilege of addressing them, I let them know that LLL, lifelong learning, is a continuous process. But here in this part of the world, in our country, we find that most parents are so dogmatic, they're so conservative in terms of learning. They always tell you that I've passed the age of learning, let the children just go and learn. No, in this era, in this day, in this dispensation, if we really need to be increasing the benchmark of our children's standards, then you as parents, you have a whole lot to do. You have a role to play. There's what I call parents-based support system in terms of learning. You have your parts to play while the school has theirs. So at the time you do yours, the school do theirs, there's an equilibrium. We call it collaboration. There's collaboration in education. So we need to embrace it as parents. So parents, know your own tasks, know your responsibilities, go to the school, let the school tell you what is the responsibilities for you to do at home while mentoring, tutoring, educating, counseling your children. So peradventure they come to the school, they are feeding them with all those knowledge. The foundation has already been set, because you as a parent, you need to also know the purpose of that child. You also have to have that child's vision, help the child cover that vision, that purpose, and run with it and nurture it. The school is just only going to harness it, but you have to collaborate with the school. There's what I call facilitating parents and conservative parents. Facilitating parents are just what we have said. They do a lot of things. They go the extra mile to make sure the children are exceptionally good in all aspects. While conservative parents are just there, so we have paid the school fees, let the school know. No, in this era you have heard it from a professional angle as well. So Mark, can you just give a summary? We need to wrap this up. Just a summary, a word for the school, a word for the parents, so that we just wrap this up.
My word for the school will be that the parents' meet is always crucial. And when we talk of parents, it's not single parenthood.
Yeah.
Whatever status of parent the child has, at the point of entry, the school needs to ensure that they have that sign in responsive parenthood. It's essential for your contribution here in our school. Then for parents, it's not always the mother alone or the father alone or the one that is less busy.
Yes.
You just have to do it
the combined thing. Yes.
So that support system can actually be a support system.
Thank you very much, Ma. You have heard it. The responsive nature of learning, teaching, imparting on these children. Schools need to embrace this. Then for the parents, the collaborative one, you need to build a support system between you, the father and the mother, together and carry your children along. By the time we really arm ourselves with this and we run with it, we don't mean run with it, we practice it. You know, most times we know some things, but we don't practice it. It's the practicability of knowledge you know that will give you a niche above others. So let us try as much as possible. Parents of Gen Zs and Gen Alpha, let us do the needful. And our children will love learning and generally will have a better society for everyone to live in. I will be so proud of them. But what we're saying now is highly disturbing. So let us join hands together to help these young ones change the narratives and their perception of learning. So until I come your way next time, I want to say thank you one more time to all those that are liking, sharing, commenting. Please do. So for me and my guests, we say keep doing the needful. God bless you. Bye.